What's up, everyone, and welcome to the VG Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Yvette, and as always, I am so happy to see you. And guess who I have with me? PB in the house. What's up?
How are you?
I'm really good. How about you?
Are you excited about the new season coming ahead?
A tad. I'm a tad excited. Um, I'm a major excited. You know, it's crazy. Right now, it just said that I needed a premium subscription to go live on X, and I have a premium subscription. So that's weird, isn't it?
Well, everything's going to be fine, so no stress. We're here today to talk about the Cleveland Browns. Have you been to any preseason games?
I have not. I think this year, my daughter's getting ready to start kindergarten, and I just decided I'm going to use those last summer days to spend with her and enjoying the weather. And I could always see what happens in the preseason, afterwards.
But the reports I've had in Cleveland at the moment, the weather's not very good.
What? I don't know who you're getting your information from, because the weather is absolutely gorgeous today. Well, it's here in Youngstown, it is, which is not that far off from Cleveland. So
I've been watching training camp, and they said the weather's been very cold, but yeah, maybe I've got it wrong.
what's up with you guys? You guys always talk about the weather. You
That's what
UKers
people do. Only talk about the weather.
always. That's what we straight went to, is the weather with all the information that's going on. Anyways, really quick, I want to remind everyone that we do have a website up now at bougiesports.net. If you can see it there at the corner. So if you haven't, please go ahead and check it out. I am trying to, do things to it daily, kind of like make it my own MySpace page. Remember MySpace in the day? Or like my own page. Did you have a MySpace?
I'm old enough to have one, yes.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy about then? You only got to pick like 8 top friends.
That's correct, yeah. But everyone was friends with Tom, right?
Right. Yeah, exactly. That was like your first friend. Yeah.
And was your MySpace page about the Cleveland Browns or something different?
Did I have a MySpace page about the Cleveland Browns?
Yeah.
Of course, because my MySpace page was me, right? My character, and I am Cleveland Browns. Don't you think?
You're Youngstown's Cleveland Browns biggest fan in my eyes.
I'll take it. I'll take that. And then you have to be the UK's biggest Cleveland Browns fan in my eyes.
Maybe in size, I don't know, but yeah.
In my eyes.
I always say there's over 1,000 Cleveland Browns fans in England, so I'm not the biggest one. There's a lot of us out here.
Yeah, we can all share that title, You hate that, don't you? Hate being called a super fan, anyways.
Yeah, if you look, my name says Paul Brown, local Browns fan.
Yeah. Why don't you like being called a super fan?
I just think it's a bit, I don't know. For me, I just like to be with Browns fans, same level, nice, humble. Nothing special. And just like to be called a local fan. I think it's quite funny. I go to 10 games a year, so I'm a local.
You go to most games than the local people do go. I'm just making sure that my thing is posting on, because I'm a nervous wreck right now because of all my internet issues. Before I talk about it, you know what we should talk about? Let's talk about Deshaun Watson. Right now, the big thing is whether or not he's going to play in this preseason game Saturday in Seattle. And soreness of the shoulder. What do you think, Paul?
I think no need to worry. Can he play week 1? That's the biggest question. And he looks good in training, what I've seen. Obviously, I only see the best highlights when I watch highlights. But I'm more worried about the tackles, to be honest, at the moment. And who's going to be our starting quarterback? If it's Jermaine Winston, it is. Let's go again like last season. let's just take every game as it comes. But our 2 tackles not played a snap all preseason. That's more of a worry for me than Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, which leads into the fact on whether Deshaun Watson should play. I mean, if he already is a little bit sore and we're going out there with not the best offensive line, I mean, I don't know what's going to change much in 2 weeks, but I mean, that leads to the argument on maybe he shouldn't, right? Or we don't know if Seattle's going to start their starters. You think that would make a difference?
No, I think I would definitely rest him. It's a preseason game. Yes, that may mean he's a bit rusty week 1, but I would definitely no gambles this time of the season. Make sure he's totally healthy for week 1. That's the main thing. Cowboys week 1, I would like him to be starting. If not, I'm sure we've got a good enough backup to win the game.
I mean, we had like 5 QBs last year, right? So, okay. So speaking of offensive line, this is like so cool. And actually, you were already coming on the podcast before this happened, but this just made it even more cooler. That I've seen you were with the best, hands down, offensive lineman, not only in the Cleveland Browns, but in the NFL. I mean, obviously, he's in the Hall of Fame. And he did something like 2 things we have in common, me and Joe Thomas. We both kicked your butt at the Guinness challenge.
Correct.
Yeah. And we have a video, I think. And I think Lassandra's going to get that going for us. Yeah.
Cafe. Joe Thomas has a English breakfast, but
that's the English breakfast.
He has 6 eggs with it.
He had 6 eggs with it. I'll have 1.
Eggs, Joe.
I'm in training. I heard the Browns lost a few tackles last weekend, so I got to put the weight back on, Paul.
Black pudding, bacon, egg, beans, sausage, mushrooms, bubble and squeak, and 6 eggs. The other thing is, Joe drinks coffee with butter.
You got to get the calories somehow, Paul.
Okay, I have to ask you straight away. In America, is that a thing? You drink coffee with butter, or is that just Joe?
That's just Joe.
Yeah,
we don't. I don't do that. I've never even heard about that before.
I thought that was the most craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. Him drinking coffee and butter.
Paul, did he eat all that food?
I was really hungover. He finished off all his food.
No, seriously.
Yeah.
I don't know, because he seems in shape for that all that food.
Yeah.
Tell us about that. I knew you were telling me. Were you guys in Germany? Where were you guys?
Yeah. So, me and Joe met up in the World Cup. For anyone who, I met Joe probably 7 years ago. Baker Mayfield's home debut. We both are at the Cleveland Browns Stadium. Every year we go on each other's podcasts, and yeah, we sometimes meet in Cleveland, sometimes we don't. When I drove to Seattle, I popped off in his house in Madison in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And I said to him, I tried helping him find an apartment in Munich because he's over in Germany at the moment, and I've got some friends in Germany, blah, blah, blah. So I haven't seen him at all actually in Germany until the soccer, the Euros started. So I got him a ticket. We went to a city called Cologne in Germany and watched a game. And he then said, look, I'm going to have a few weekends free. I'm going to come to London, see London, and then I wouldn't mind going to see Amsterdam. So he came, stayed here in London, and then we went to Amsterdam together.
Oh my gosh. So what happens in Amsterdam stays in Amsterdam. I won't ask you that. But I would love to go there. Really, yes. That would be so much fun. I mean, besides the other things, like it has to be a beautiful place to see, you know? Like, was that Joe's first time there? Can you tell us that?
No, him and his wife, I think went 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I was in Amsterdam in May for I don't know if you know him, a guy called Jack Duffin. He works for the OBR.
Yeah.
So
you've done things before. Didn't you guys have a podcast?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's on my podcast. But yeah, so
Yeah.
I think he's more famous now for his article he writes than being on a podcast with myself. So
Mhm.
yeah, so Jack and me were there for his bachelor party. Joe had a game. Joe had a game on that weekend, so he couldn't come to the stag do. So basically, he flew in. We had one night in London, one night in Amsterdam, and all the rest is history.
Yeah. How fun. Wait, let me ask you a question. Who's more fun to hang out with, Joe Thomas or Yvette from Youngstown?
Yeah, definitely Joe Thomas.
Whatever. Okay, fine. All right, fine. Yeah, I agree with that, to be honest.
No, yeah, Joe Thomas is a great guy. Anyone that speaks to him, football, non-football, just such a nice guy. And yeah, I introduced him to some of my friends. A lot of my friends know nothing about American football. My friends had no idea who he was. So
Mhm.
we all went out and just had a great time, really. And I think he messages my friends more than me now. So yeah.
That's funny.
I
That's
think it's
so
nice. I think it was nice for Joe to be out of Cleveland, out of Wisconsin, out of Munich, where people know who he is, into an environment where no one knows him and he can have a beer and no one harass him. But there was one big thing: he is 6 foot, nearly 7 foot tall, and he sticks out like a sore thumb. Like he is tall, and yeah, people will come up to him and go like, "Have I seen you on a film?" or "Are you an actor? Because I recognise you. I can't put my finger on it." But yeah, we were in one pub in London, and someone comes over to me and goes, "You wearing Cleveland Browns? You're a Browns fan? Are you Joe Thomas? This is weird." And yeah, so yeah, we met some guys from Cleveland, and we had a few drinks with them. That was nice.
Oh my gosh, that probably made their night.
Well, yeah, think about it. You're in a pub in London, and then
Yeah,
you meet Paul Brown and Joe Thomas drinking Guinness. Yeah, it's
I
good.
know. How funny. Yeah. I have never met Joe Thomas, but I will. I told you I'm going to meet him. Oh, not through you, on my own, because I just have a feeling just by being an ultimate
Yeah.
manifestation that I am going to, and he's going to be on my podcast one day.
Okay, cool.
Put up the vibes. Put up the vibes.
When it comes on, Paul says hi. But I think he'd be a great. He hosts podcasts himself, and he's always got time for people. And yeah, very good.
And that's exactly why I feel like I'm going to have my time to meet him, because he's just that type of genuine guy that I know if I did happen to see him, that he would take the time to say hi. You know what I mean? Because that would make my day as being an ultimate Browns fan.
Just go
He's
easy
the
and
best.
relax. Just go easy and relax on him.
Listen, I met Nick Chubb and everyone at Kevin Stefanski's charity dinner, and I was telling myself on the way there that do not fangirl out, do not fangirl out. But I fangirled out, but you know what it is. Once it's like for the initial second, and then if you're around anyone, they're just a person, and especially if they're genuine. And everyone that I've met as a Cleveland Brown has given me that feeling that mask did come off really quick, But you know who did I meet? I don't know if I told you this. Josh Gordon. That was a fangirl moment. Woo, yes.
Where did you meet him?
At Dave Najoku's softball.
Oh, really?
Tournament.
Are they quite tight? Are they?
Well, I don't know. There's a lot of randos there. Like, I don't know, just like people. I don't know. What's his name was there? Not what's his name? Not James Winston. Yeah, the old quarterback, and just he was there, and I don't know, but I was just so happy because I thought Josh Gordon was one of the best wide receivers that the Browns ever had. And he's just, to me, one of my favorite and someone that was on my Browns bucket list, So one of the girls that I was with, Kim, shout out to Kim, knew someone and brought him over to me. So I got to hug him and what's up? So
Here's a question.
Yeah.
You hugged Josh Gordon.
Mm-hmm.
What did he smell like?
Weed.
Did he?
No, he didn't.
Oh.
He didn't. I did though.
Okay.
No, neither one of us smelled like weed. But he was so nice. He was so cool. And he just like kind of reminded me, like, yeah, they're just people. Like you're the one who told me that. You don't even like autographs or something like that. You just rather just buy them a shot or whatever. They're just like people, you know. That
And
are
where does
really
Josh
good at
Gordon live
football.
now? Does he still live
Huh?
in Cleveland? I don't think so.
I'm not sure, but I would hang out with you, Josh Gordon, if you're watching this. Come on the podcast, man. You're not doing anything. We could do a whole like podcast where we smoke pot and talk about football. Oh my God. Imagine that. Me and Josh Gordon. Like,
See,
and then people can come on and smoke with us. That would be so cool after the game.
So,
Smoking and
in
joking.
America, it's so much more common to smoke weed than it is here in England.
I know. And so it's legal in Ohio now. So when
And
you come
yeah,
back,
explain to me how that works now. Have you now got cannabis shops in Hawaii? In Ohio, sorry.
Well, it was already there for medical. So I had my medical card. So yeah. In Youngstown, there's a couple, but I don't know. I don't like the smell of it though. I really don't, honestly. I don't want to go somewhere and smell weed everywhere. Not all the time, you know. Sometimes it's there. But do you smell it a lot in London? Or
I actually smelt it today, but yeah, it's kind of, if you get caught with it on, then there's no massive problems. But yeah, it's still frowned upon, and it's a lot more. Like I was in New York a couple of weeks ago, and I could smell weed everywhere, and I was like, I never smelt so much weed when I was in New York 5-10 years ago.
in New York, concrete jungle. What did the Hawk Tuah girl say? Wet dream to make. So is the Hawk Tuah girl make it to the UK? Do you know who the
Yep,
Hawk Tuah girl is?
we know who she is. Yeah, she was in Cleveland, I believe.
Dude, how do you say Hawk Tuah with an accent? Hawk Tuah.
Hawk Tuah. I don't know.
It doesn't hit the same. It really
No.
doesn't. No.
But she's like world famous, right?
Holy, I guess you just told me that yourself I didn't expect you to know who they were. She was.
Yeah.
I thought she was an American sensation. I didn't realize she was a worldwide sensation.
No, she's worldwide. Yeah.
Dang. I just have to cheers up to you. Hey, I am not hating. Can't hate.
I feel bad. I don't have a drink. Sorry. You're drinking, and it's is it 2:00 over there at the moment?
Yeah, but you know, you're also the guy that got the White Claw, and I asked you if you wanted a drink, and you said no. But we will have a drink together very soon at the home opener.
Yeah.
That is coming up in a little over 2 weeks against the Dallas Cowboys, 4:30 American time, not American time, American Eastern.
Yep. What time's the Muni Lot going to open then?
I think it's the same. I actually tweeted that. I don't know, because it's like so weird, you know, it kind of throws me off a little bit, you know. But either way, we're still gonna party, and I'm definitely gonna be there.
I've got a question for you.
Yeah, shoot.
What's your views on the stadium potentially going to a dome to, is it Brook Park?
Yes, Brook Park. I like it better with an English accent. That's my number one takeaway. Number two, I'm all for it. Although I will definitely miss the nostalgic, you know, Muni Lot and all the memories there. I think I would. Can you imagine the memories someone like my daughter in the next generation can create in a dome? What that can bring, and just have a nice, sweet dome. And hey, you know what? And I guess maybe if I lived in the city of Cleveland, I would have more emotional attachment to it being there, but I don't. So I traveled to Cleveland an hour, you know, from Youngstown. So it's really not different for me.
I'm guessing it's going to be slightly shorter or same distance.
I don't know, honestly.
Because you're not going to, I was going to try and use my Cleveland road knowledge, but I'll probably get it wrong. You'll get the 90 all the way. No, that's wrong. Is that right? You just won't go into downtown. You'll just go all the way around to the airport, and then you're at the stadium.
I don't know. I don't know all that. You know what? Just put it in your GPS, Paul, and you get you there. All you do is put Brook Park, New Dome, man. That's all you have to do, and you're there. Yeah. You have to take a boat together. I could just go by my car. You would
I
have to
normally
take a
fly, by
boat.
the way, but yeah.
Well, I know that you could fly, but I'm saying if you couldn't fly, you would really literally have to take a boat. And then you would like, you could just like end up in Lake Erie and just come on in. That would be so cool. What an entrance, right? We have not talked about anything, have we? We haven't talked about the games.
About the what? Sorry.
About any of the upcoming Browns games.
Yeah. So what Browns games are you going to this year?
I want to go to. I'm definitely going to home opener. I really want to go to Vegas. I don't have tickets to the game, but I think I'm pretty 90% sure I'm going to go to Vegas. And then now I'm kind of feeling like New Orleans because everybody's going there, and I've never been there before in my life, and I feel like that's a vibe. So I really want. What about you? I know you're going to 1 and 2, right?
Yeah. So hopefully 1 and 2. There's a wedding that's popped up for the second game in England, so I may have to not go Jacksonville, but in my heart I want to go home opener, Jacksonville, Vegas, New Orleans, maybe Philadelphia, and then maybe some of the Browns games in the new year. So the last game of the season. So we'll see. What do you think the Browns are going to do this year?
Well, I don't want to be like a repeat Pete and say it's all dependent on Deshaun Watson, but it really is. I really hope that I think that we have one of the best rosters that we've ever had, and there's no really legit reason why we shouldn't, go all the way. I'm expecting to go to the playoffs and beyond. That's what my expectations are. We went to the playoffs last year. We should just be better. What about you?
Yeah, I think playoffs. I am really concerned about our O-line on the tackles. Obviously, I'm a little bit concerned about Deshaun Watson, but depends what Deshaun Watson we get. If we get Deshaun Watson that, destroyed the Ravens for 17 games, that'd be great.
Right. I'm good. I'm just like, let's just keep it real. The only thing we could do, you could just worry and say, oh my gosh, if Deshaun Watson's not healthy or if he doesn't play out to his potential, then this is, we wasted $230 million. But right now we have 2.5 weeks, and I'm just going to try to use these 2.5 weeks to be optimistic and hope that he is going to be healthy and good and that everything's going to work out. And as far as the preseason game, I really don't, he's like the international man of mystery. I don't understand why. I think everybody, we just want to see him, you know what I mean? Like people want to see him play, but if he gets hurt, would it be worth him playing? I don't think so. And I just hope he comes.
Relax. Everyone relax. It's fine. If he doesn't play, he doesn't play. No stress.
That's how I'm feeling, because I feel like why worry about something we can't control,
Ooh,
and
what great line.
It's just and especially when it comes to Deshaun Watson, and you just have to put the control in, our man. Which reminds me, bam. Okay, so I got my girls the squad pod and I asked them for questions for you. And so they each gave me a question for you to answer, okay? And I know the first question's from Lana, and it's about Kevin Stefanski. So are you ready? I'm pretty sure I know what it is, but I'm going to read it verbatim. I almost forgot to do that. Oh, hold on. So what grade would you give Kevin Stefanski?
A B.
And why?
A B in general, because I think he's got the talent or around him to get to a championship game, but otherwise he's done very well. He's very calm, collective. I like him a lot. So, but I just feel like with the talent we've got at the moment, the roster, we should be the last playoff game. We should have beaten. We should have beaten Houston, basically.
Okay. I think she's not going to be happy with that answer. She's going to think he needed an A, but we could just say B's for babe.
What would you give? What would you grade him?
What would I grade him? I would give him an A. I mean, he got the coach of the year for 2 years, so that means the NFL must give him an A. He has to be at the top, and he's the bomb. So yeah, And we keep them. I'm just excited to have consistency in Cleveland. Isn't it nice to have consistency? That's how I feel.
I think why the news is all about Deshaun Watson, if he's going to play a preseason game, is because there's not a lot of other news in Cleveland. And that is down to Andrew Berry and Kevin, to be honest. There's not a lot of BS. They've got the locker room. I think the club is in a good place. We could be the first team with a dome in the FC North, which is great. So, yeah. But I think we could have or should have maybe just go a little bit more further with the talent we've got. And that's why I'm giving him a B. I'm sorry, but I'm not.
B for Babe. I told you it's going to be
B for Browns. B for the Browns.
Browns. Go Browns. All right. Got another question. I know this one, but some people might not know. Why did you pick the Browns to root for? And yeah. Why the Browns? How did you pick us?
It's probably the most common question I get asked. Yeah. The name's Paul Brown, so there's a choice of two potential teams, the Cleveland Browns and the Bengals. And I've been wearing Cleveland Browns gear for the last 20 years, not knowing what team it was. I don't know if it was basketball, baseball, American football. So I've always been wearing Browns. A lot of people in the UK would wear Raiders because it's a cool logo, or maybe, I don't know, another Patriots or something. But yeah, I've always wore Browns because of my name, Paul Brown. So that's where it all started. And yeah, ever since I've been to Cleveland, I've fallen in love with the place. So yeah, Cleveland is definitely my home, not Cincinnati.
Awesome. That brings us to the next question from Lysandra. What is your favorite place to eat or visit when you're in Cleveland?
Favorite place to visit? Edgewater, Cleveland sign. It's kind of my mecca. Every time I come to Cleveland, I love going to Edgewater. Mm-hmm. Favorite restaurant? Probably Slyman's for breakfast.
I haven't been there.
You've never been there?
No, I have not.
What type of Cleveland are you? Come on.
I'm going to go there. I'm going to go there.
Let's go there together, eh?
Let's go. When we go, let's go for isn't it open weird hours though? Isn't it one of the things that you have to get there like at a certain time? Like you gotta get there like
No, it's open Monday to Friday, 9 till 2 or 3 o'clock. It's normal hours. Yeah, so I like it there. I also like. Where else do I like in Cleveland?
We went to an ice cream place and it was not Handles. You didn't get to try Handles. I'm so upset about that. Remember we went to the ice cream shop? It was just
there was too many crazy flavors. I just like Tremont, Ohio City, just little bars, little restaurants. Yeah, I like the little dive bars. I just like the you can go to different areas, different bars, different restaurants, have something small, move on again. Very nice. That's neighborhood bars are my favorite in Cleveland.
I'm like, you're gonna be here. You're gonna be in Ohio. OHIO very soon. Yay, let's go.
Because you're not an Ohio State fan, are you?
No,
you're
I'm not a homer. Fan. I'm such a homer. I love all my Ohio teams. I'm a hometown girl. You know that.
You're a Penguins fan. Is that right?
Well, yeah, for YSU because Youngstown in the house. So, I ride hard for all my hometown teams.
So here we go. Who are your team playing this weekend?
YSU? I have no idea.
No?
No.
I like that. You're more of a Browns fan. That's nice.
Oh, duh. Everybody knows that. I'm a homer, so I would like root for like YSU. Yeah. But I have no idea who they play this week, to be honest. I have one more question for you, though. This is kind of a hard question for you, but I don't know. And if you don't, this is from Sherry. She's Bougie Science, Sherry Brown's fan girl. She wants to know, who's your favorite historical scientist? And if you don't really know what the scientist is, then who's your favorite historical figure, okay? And if you were to cook them a meal, what would it be?
That's a good question. Ask that question again so I can just have a bit more time to think.
Sure, absolutely. She's a scientist, IRL in real life. So if you, I wouldn't know who my favorite scientist, to be honest, though. So who's your favorite historical person? Okay. And if you were to cook them a meal, what would it be?
It would probably have to be Einstein.
But what would you cook him? E equals MC squared. Rice
I'd,
Krispie
pro-
treats.
I'd probably cook him an English breakfast and make sure he eats his baked beans, his black pudding.
What's an
Have
English?
have you ever had an English breakfast?
No, what is English breakfast? And I have another question too that somebody asked me, like Yorkshire pudding, something about that.
Yorkshire pudding.
Tell me about both of those.
Okay, cool. English breakfast: eggs, bacon, beans, sausage, mushroom, hash browns, one big plate, toast, pot of tea. Very English. That is kind of, you've got grits and biscuits and gravy,
I don't like that.
yeah,
Pancakes.
pancakes, waffles.
Yes. You know what I had? My friend brought me back from the UK, and crisps. They're like the O's, the potato chips that they're like O's. What are they called? Are they crisps?
What? Yeah,
Salt and
crisps.
vinegar.
Yeah.
Salt and vinegar crisps.
Yeah. Do you like them or not?
Oh my god, they're so good. I love them. They were the
Yeah.
bomb. I was like, I was putting them on my fingers. You know what I mean? Just like rings.
Hoops. Hoops.
Hoops. That's what it was. It was hoops.
Yeah.
Salt and vinegar.
Oh,
And are you bringing chocolate?
I'll bring some chocolate this time to America. Yes.
Will you bring me some, please? Just one.
Yep. Okay.
I'll make you a friendship bracelet.
Don't worry about that. I'll bring the chocolate.
You're getting it anyways. I'm making friendship bracelets and handing them out at the Muni lot.
Yeah.
Okay, really quick, I want to tell everybody that we're going to be at the Muni lot.
Well,
Well, whatever. You could just take it and put it. You'll still take it, right? You're not going to be that guy who doesn't take it. You're just like, just throw it in your pocket. I'm like, where's your friendship bracelet? But anyways, opening day, you guys, we will be in the Muni, me and the Bougie Sports girls, Paul Brown. I will be at my usual spot, which is right by like the Browns bunch against the freeway part. I'm going to set up over there, and we're going to do some filming and talk to some fans and have some fun. We have to really enjoy these last couple of years in the Muni, Paul. What if these are last years?
4 years, I believe we've got 4 or 5. 4.
28 or what is it? I don't know.
You got 2024, 2025, 2026, 2027, 2028. Yeah, potentially 5, I think.
Okay, well, my daughter's starting kindergarten. You have a daughter. How fast does that go?
Crazy.
Exactly. So
And how old's your daughter now?
5. She's starting kindergarten next week.
Will she go to a Browns game this year?
I want to take her to. I don't know. Yeah, maybe I would. I want to take her to a Browns game, especially if we move. I think she would have so much fun. I don't know if she'll remember it, but whatever. She needs to go. You know what I mean? It's going to be in her. Like she has to. She has no choice. Like that is what's up. Yeah, so the Browns, you guys, September 8th, that is less than 3 weeks away. I cannot believe that we are here. The season is started. Don't forget we have a fantasy football draft. You're in it this time for sure.
Yeah, I'm actually going to pick this year. So
yes.
Tell everyone that you gave me a really bad team and I actually won a lot of games.
Okay, this is I always speak the truth. And this is really true. You turned a team around. It's pretty impressive. You did. You came in.
I didn't make the playoffs, though, did I?
Yeah,
I was close.
The best team never makes the playoffs. That's fantasy football.
I think you gave me a team that lost 4 games, and I turned it around and nearly got playoffs.
Facts. I changed it to a super flex this year. 2 quarterbacks. Changed it up a little bit, made it a little bit more sexier. I'm all about the super flex league. I think it's a lot more fun, and it's gonna be fun. Got a lot of good Browns fans in that league, and I'm winning that league this year. I cannot wait to see you really soon. Yay! Who's gonna win the Guinness challenge? How many times do you want to do it? 1, not 3 times.
Once, only one chance. You get one chance to challenge me, and that's it.
Oh my gosh. Are you going to the game? Ooh, going to
Yep,
the game
I'm
game?
gonna go to the game. So I'll be at the Muni lot as soon as it opens.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come and see the Browns bunch. I'll come and see you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay in the Muni lot, and then yeah,
And your
it could be
friends
my
that
only
I
time in
love.
Cleveland this year.
What? I'm sorry, I cut you off. What did you say? The last part?
It could be my only time in Cleveland this year because
What?
I'm going to a lot of away games this year. So
Oh, okay. Are you going to Vegas?
I should be, yes.
Oh my God. That is going to be crazy.
Mm.
What did you think? Like, I don't even have tickets to the game. It's like the tickets are freaking mad expensive.
Just relax. It's all fine. It's going to be okay.
Everything's going to be all right. What part of it? The tickets or just everything?
Tailgate's the best bet anyway for me. So
True that. And I like to watch the game at home anyways, and I can keep track of my fantasy teams and all that good. I had so much fun talking to you. I don't even know how long it is. Oh, it's been, yeah, because I don't want to keep you.
I don't think I'm coming to Denver. Sorry. Maybe. I think it goes Denver and then it goes to Steelers. Maybe I'll do a road trip. But yeah.
I think you said you might go to the first two, but now you might not go to the second one.
Yeah, so my friend
just said, Lysandra just said, are you coming to Denver?
Yeah, probably not Denver. I've been there before, but I think it's Denver and then Steelers, I think, the game afterwards. So I am tempted because I would like to see more of the Central of America.
You've gone to more. I've not gone to an away Browns game ever.
Well, that's embarrassing. You live
Pittsburgh.
1 hour away from Pittsburgh.
I know, but I just never wanted to go there because it just doesn't seem like fun to me. I'm like, why would I want to go there? First of all, I hate them. I hate everything about them. I don't want to be around a whole bunch of them. And I would always lose. So why would I want to go there to lose? Just to get there and be like make fun of by more people. But that was then. This is now. That was when we were stucky. But we're not.
You imagine it now. You could go to Pittsburgh and win.
I honestly said this.
I
really feel like it'd be fun. I think people would be nice. I think it would be a great time. I think I'm going to go this year.
I've been to Pittsburgh to 4 games and lost every single one. I was there for Nick Chubb's injury. So
I know. Yeah. Right after you left Youngstown. You remember we went to Cleveland? Wait, yeah. Cleveland.
Youngstown.
Cleveland. Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
With the guys from they'll be at the tailgate too.
Cool. So I'm looking forward to that. And so we've got Muni lot to look forward to, and then hopefully Vegas to look forward to.
Yeah.
Fantasy football to look forward to. Lots of good things.
I know. This is gonna be the best. I'm so excited. It was so fun. Like I said, this is happening like really soon. Do you have any other things that you want to say?
No, I'm just looking forward to the season. I found this off season a little bit quiet, to be honest. Not very much drama. I think there's drama now with the tackles. I am stressed. Can't stress enough how I'm worried about the tackles position. But yeah, let's just see how the season plays out.
Did Joe Thomas have any insight about the tackles position?
Nothing at all. He's focusing on the team called the Munich Ravens. So yeah, he's basically got a playoff game coming up soon. He could be playing against Dusseldorf or Paris. So
that sounds like Harry Potter.
Yeah. So he plays this weekend again. So his team plays a team in Switzerland this weekend, and if he wins, he plays in.
What's he playing?
Sorry?
What is he playing? Like American football or your football?
No, so Joe Thomas is a coach, the O-line coach for the Munich Ravens.
For the
Munich Ravens, don't ask. Yeah.
I think he was talking about that, and people thought the other Ravens.
No, so the Munich Ravens. So I personally would never join a team called the Ravens, but that's Joe's choice, and I won't hold it against him.
Oh.
Maybe a little bit I do.
That's a football team?
Yeah, the Munich Ravens. Google it now. Munich Ravens.
That's cool. I didn't even know that. I feel so bad. First, I didn't get it. I've gone to no away games. I don't know who the Munich Ravens are.
No one should really know who the Munich Ravens are.
Munich Ravens.
I think as a Cleveland Browns fan, you should know that Joe Thomas plays for the Munich Ravens, and
Why can't he
maybe
come back and play for the Browns? That's what I wanted to ask you. That's what I said. He should come back. I'm sure Munich Ravens. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, I see it. Google it, you guys. It's real.
yeah, trust me, Joe Thomas is not going to play for the Cleveland Browns ever because
Why?
he struggled to run to catch a train, let alone run to catch a ball. So forget that dream. That dream is over. Maybe he becomes back as a tackle coach or an O-line coach, but he's not playing football again.
That sucks. A girl can dream, Paul. A girl can dream.
Mm.
Yeah, that's a big. I don't even want to think about it. What's his name's coming back though, right? Maybe Jedrick, or the O line, the left tackle.
Like, until we see him in uniform, he went down with a little injury and he's been out for what, 9 months? Yeah.
Okay, I want to throw this in really quick because if anyone likes fantasy football and MKA and the Browns, and I thought this was awesome, and it's about Jerry Jeudy, and I've been doing a lot of draft. Oh my gosh, I have a draft in 20 minutes with CBS Sports. Yes, CBS Sports mock draft, Bougie Sports, Yvette. I'm so excited. This is like a big deal to me, Paul. I know I'm such a huge fantasy football fan. I've loved it forever. I'm the girl who always read like the articles and stuff about the mock drafts and seeing where people drafted. So the fact that I'm drafting in a mock draft that they're going to write about, I'm like, I don't even care if nobody reads it. I mean, I know, and I'm excited about it. But anyways, what was I going to say? Okay. Jerry Jeudy and all the drafts, the mocks I've been going nobody's drafting him. And I love Mary, I don't know why I always say Mary Kay Abbott and it's wrong. You know who I'm talking about from the Browns. MKA.
I'm a big fan of Mary Kay, so.
Yeah, she's the best. So she said that Jerry Jeudy is looking freaking good, that he is looking like a first-round draft pick, that him and Deshaun Watson are having great chemistry. And then they reminded me that he was in the same draft as like Justin Jefferson, all these, the elite wide receivers. And he was drafted second overall, like in that draft. He was a first-round draft pick, and they said he was showing first-round draft pick skills. So for fantasy football, if anybody's watching, he's free right now. And I think that's someone I would definitely target and grab in my fantasy league. You heard it here first. Bam, bam. Go ahead.
Me personally, I don't draft any Browns players. I take all emotions aside with fantasy football.
100%. That's why I won't touch Nick Chubb. Because that's the hardest person for me when people are like, would you draft Nick Chubb and at what ADP? That's the hardest question for me to answer. Because I love him so much and I can't take the emotional side out of it. And I want him just to get healthy. And I think he's really good. So I would just avoid him in fantasy altogether because there is that question of when he will come back. And I think Jerome Ford will do a great job. In the meantime, we have Dante Foreman and then somebody else got hurt. Pierre Strong, I seen he got hurt. But I think our running game is going to be just fine. And I think Nick Chubb should take his time getting back. And that's another guy. I had so much to talk about today, but my whole day just got like flustered. And I didn't get to do anything that I wanted, but it still all turned out good. But I did a poll on who would you draft in fantasy football if you could take any of the Cleveland Browns. And everybody mostly were going with Dave Njoku, which of course, and Amari Cooper. But if you think about ADP, average draft position, the other two that I put on the board, which is Deshaun Watson and Jerome Ford, if Deshaun Watson's potential is good, where you can get him in the draft, he's definitely someone you should be targeting. That to me is like, if you get good value for people, that's how you win. So Jerome Ford, if you can get people are getting in the 11th, 12th round, he's still starting running back in a AFC North, which is a running.
Yeah, so Chubb out for the first few games. Ford could be a good little pickup.
Absolutely. Really, one quick. Who's your favorite player outside of a Brown? Like that's not Cleveland Browns. Who do you think is just really good? Skilled player.
I'm all in on Cleveland Browns. I don't really have any other favorite players. Here we go. I like ex-Browns players. So I like Scottish Hammer. I like Greg Joseph. All people that I've met and ex-Browns players. That's who I look out for as ex-Browns players. But yeah, I don't really enjoy American football. I enjoy the Cleveland Browns.
I just want to look real quick before I get off where you're drafting in our draft. I don't know if you've seen what spot. Let me see, because I did the
Just
draft.
text me when I've got a draft and I'll do it. How long have I got to draft? 1 day?
No, we're doing it quick. I'll talk to you later. I'll get you go. I'll get everything set up. Wait, really? You are? Where are you?
Do I have to stay up all night drafting?
No, we're gonna get it done in quick. I promise. We're gonna get it done so quick. It'll be good. You want to draft your own team. It's gonna be fine.
I do.
You draft ninth. Guess these drafts right after you. Me. And guess who drafts right before you coming back? Me.
Just to annoy you.
I'm gonna snag everybody you want. I might actually put that live. All right, guys. I don't want to keep what time is it there?
It's 10 to 8 and I need to go out. So
yeah, we're going to keep PB. We'll all see him soon in 2 weeks. Tell everybody where they already know where they can follow you, but do you have anything you'd like to put out there?
Just follow us on Twitter, Paul_Brown_UK. And if you see me in the media lot, come up and let's make sure we do a shot together.
Absolutely. I cannot wait for that. All right, guys, let's I'm going to close the show. Wait, we have to do Go Browns. Let me get my thing ready so when I end the show. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all of you guys. I cannot wait for the Brown season. And I plan on doing a ton of podcasts as a fan. You know what I mean? Oh, my things. I'm not we're just gonna come here and fan out together. So I cannot wait to fan out with you guys all year. Cannot wait to go Browns with everybody. So we're gonna go Browns right now. And 1, 2, 3. Go Browns.
Go Browns.
Bye. Wait, Paul, don't leave yet until I say bye to you after this. Then